Yen Press licenses Reborn to master the blade manga like novels, more series. Also, and maybe a guild receptionist, but also a solo ending boss to clock out on time manga. Yen Press announced on Thursday that it has licensed two light novel series and one manga for release in October, as well as the print versions for the Reborn to Master the Blade, From Hero King to Extraordinary Square manga and light novel series. The series' light novels will also launch in October, but the manga's print date is unannounced. Maybe a guild receptionist, but a solo ending boss to clock out on time manga by Hatosu Kosaka and Yuzu Yuki. Elena Clover signed up to be a receptionist for the Adventurers Guild, thinking it will be her ticket to a good life. Unfortunately, her dream gig turns into an overtime nightmare whenever adventurers get stuck clearing a dungeon. To save herself from paperwork, Elena takes to beating down monsters herself to solve the problem. Now, she just needs to keep her activities a secret. If the Villainess and Villain met and fell in love like novel by Don Haruna Yumi Sarachi. Yen Press also provided the manga artists as a credit, Chiro Okai for art. The awkward yet heartwarming love story of a scorned, incompetent villainess and an unapproachable genius villain. Despite her noble status, Bridget contracts with the weakest type of spirit, and on that very same day, the prince publicly breaks off their engagement. No one shows much sympathy towards the once haughty young lady, except for the Duke's son, Yuri, who attends the same magic academy. Yuri is feared for his incredible abilities and icy personality, but with him on her side, her fortunes might change. A Miss Anthrope teaches a class for demi-humans like novel by Garuso Natsumi. I'm Rei Hitoma, a self-professed Miss Anthrope thanks to some past trauma. Just when I thought my new teaching job in the mountains will provide a chill, rejuvenating environment, and turns out that the school is actually for demi-humans who wants to become full-fledged human beings. There's a mermaid, a werewolf, a rabbit, and a bird. All of whom are now my charges. It's my duty to teach them about humankind, and maybe in the process, I'll learn a few things myself. This isn't an alternate world, or a case of reincarnation. It's just a story of a teacher at a somewhat peculiar school, and his students who are striving to become human. Reborn to Master the Blade, From Hero King to Extraordinary Square like novel and manga by Hayuken Nagu, novel art character designer, Moto Koromara for manga art. Hero King English last wish is to live again as a warrior, but when he awakens, he realizes he's been reborn as a girl to a noble family, which is rejected from the knighthood. She's set up to be the most extraordinary square there ever has. Up to like novel artists for If the Villainess and Villain Met and Fell in Love,